Hello traders and investors. Chasing Stars here doing a video chart for ticker symbol ERGB. That is traded on the pinks. I'm going to go ahead and go over a few things about this chart. I came across this a little bit ago when I was going through my list, and this one really sticks out at me. I'm going to go ahead and point out a few things why and that are definitely catching my interest and point out why as far as the history of this chart. The first thing is the last of 18.75% and the last price per share of 0.0095 on a volume of 68,249. The first thing I'm going to point out is the RSI. The RSI was right there at 51.72, so a definite a lot of room up north to keep on moving here. Now we're going to move down here, and the first thing that really stuck out at me with this chart is the 200-day simple moving average. I'm going to go ahead and point out in detail in the history here and exactly why this is sticking out at me and what I'm going to be looking forward to as we move forward. The first thing is right here. We're going to see this touch right here, the 200-day simple moving average right around there. Now what we're going to do is come up here and we're going to see the same exact thing right here, and then we're going to come up to just today right here at the 200-day simple moving average. So same thing repeating itself. The next thing we're going to look at is the volume right here. We can see a huge bar of volume behind it, green bar, and then we go ahead and see another one right here, but it looks like the price per share moved a lot more with less volume. And then we're going to go ahead to here, and we had almost a 19% day and not a ton of volume. So that right there, with this riding the 200-day simple moving average and having a big spike every time it's touched it, this is why it's catching my eye. And the next thing that's catching my eye is that we had volume dropping off as far as the price per share movement. So what I mean here is that basically it's not taking as much volume to move the price per share. If we look right here, the volume was definitely 68,000 shares traded, and we were up almost 20%. So that is a really good thing to look forward to here. The next thing I'm going to go ahead and do is point out this MACD. We definitely see it a nice spread as the price per share did move up. And if we go right here, we can see the same thing here. And if you look at today's action, we see that the MACD right now is getting ready to go ahead and turn back up. Another thing about this that stuck out with the whole history of it repeating itself is right here with the accumulation. We see the accumulation, a big spike in it with the price per share action when it had this big run up here. And then the next thing I'm going to point out is the same thing that we just seen here back at towards the end of November right now happening again. So it looks like it's almost like in a routine of every like month or month and a half, it just keeps repeating itself. So that's definitely something to look forward to. The next thing I'm going to point out is definitely the support levels. We got the support levels right here, obviously the 200-day simple moving average, and that's why I said it's touched support levels each way that it has in the last past runs. So as far as resistant levels, I can see like a little bit of a resistance right here around this 0.0125 area. But after that, I think there's really not too much, maybe a little bit up here, but I can't really. I could put one right there at the 0.02, so the 2-cent mark. But after that, there's really not too much, especially in the 3-month chart that we're looking at. So ERGB, this one again is definitely catching my interest. I want to keep an eye on this one for especially volume starting to pick up as we go into next week and the following week after. But again, especially early next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm going to be watching this one like a hawk. Again, this is Chasing Stars. If anybody's interested in joining my private email list, go ahead and send an email to investorshangout@gmail.com with "add me" in the subject. Educational and informational pieces only. Your email address will never be given out to anybody, and there's zero spam on my list. So again, I'll see you guys on the boards. Take care and have a good weekend.